Thank you again, everybody, for coming. It's so nice to see more people here. It's cool. I hope you're having a good time. Yes? Awesome. So some of you I know weren't here when I was on at the top of the show. But this is the second piece I do for the night. But what I've been doing is poetry in response to what's going on in Puerto Rico and the rebuilding efforts and the parts that are not so nice about it, of course. And this piece is about really like the first 2 weeks after the storm, where basically I couldn't get hold of anybody I knew in Puerto Rico. And some of you that were trying to get hold of your family members can probably relate as well. So yes, thank you. This is called The Danger of Sighing While Looking Up. Storms are born of sighs and old curses. Launched from the heel of a flat hand pressed to a chin, chalky white or serpent red, blowing spiteful powders. I hope whoever's broken heart somewhere around the Lesser Antilles was healed eventually, because I can see who it was, standing where a strong drink and wind can find them, sighing, why? Mind your sighs, they become storms. By the time those terrible storms reach us here in England, they're the soggy, wet blankets over our long, longed-for weekends. And it's easy to forget how the rain was really tears. And that brief breeze that can now barely lift a leaf was once a freight train only a week ago. Wind churning hatred with a name. It's weird to be Boricua here. It's a word I didn't know I was allowed to say, not out of permission, but out of fear of being misunderstood. The primal language beneath my native language, Boricua, is braided on my trifold tongue, indigenous, Spanish, African. 3 layers of invasive desires that now in Europe all get a divorce. In my mind, I'm at the source of one of history's long tales of colonial mischief. The dim pane of gray we know so well was once a massive cloud choked with story. And when Maria got to Europe as rain, I found myself listening to the sky for news, asking what those clouds could have seen, because where they'd been was the same trek of my ancestry delivered to me 4,193 miles too late for me to do anything. But if I spin myself back, follow Maria's skyward steps, I first go back toward New York, past where I was born, confused, angry, and alone. And if I were her breath, it would still taste of wood, blood, and bone. Breaking apart over the mid-Atlantic, and if I spin myself back even more, I'm a fresh, raw wound on September 19th. Just like I was on that day in London, having a shit day in a short skyscraper, watching YouTube underneath my Microsoft Word, watching Weather Channel Live, watching video after video of kids and viejitos, red-faced gringos who couldn't make it home, wishing for bread, knowing that there's nothing to be done but watch. If there's ever been another word for guilty, it's watch. The next day, I'm still at work, in a short skyscraper watching YouTube under Microsoft Word, my eyes agape as my mind. A lovelorn sigh that became a land-dwarfing scream. Maria had eaten Borinquen whole, and I watched. I couldn't call my uncles and cousins and see if. I watched WhatsApp, I watched my sister's status go unchanged day after day. Last seen September 18th, I watched YouTube under Microsoft Word. I watched news under lunchtime chit-chat. I watched video after waterlogged video. I watched video after tragedia video. I watched beautiful David fucking Begnaud for hours. David Begnaud of CBS News, the honorary Puerto Rican who seemed to be the only one telling us what the fuck was going on. I watched video after video to see if, in fear, if I recognized somebody. In the waist-deep lines, dipped in water, in shit, in mud, the tired faces and water-wrinkled feet looking for survivors for 2 weeks. I watched. I called my mom in Brooklyn, the little old lady that I looked like, telling me how annoying it was to wait in line at the post office. But thank God she wasn't waiting in line for water, send batteries and a handheld card of pa'lante and si se puede and keep pushing forward and yes you can. I wish the broken hearts somewhere near the Lesser Antilles believed that. You keep going. You believe that you can. You don't sigh into the wind on the tropics so used to witchcraft. Mind your sighs. They catch momentum on your discontent and become storms. Thank you.
Wow!